All right, folks, welcome to Cliff Notes. Man, oh man, oh man, what a crazy, crazy time we just had. NFL draft concluded itself. We're going to talk about that just for a little while. We're going to talk about the winners and losers, and we'll also talk about some NBA. We'll recap baseball standings right now. We've got a lot going on in AL and NL in baseball. A lot of teams unsuspectingly are leading divisions that I didn't expect. But we'll talk about that. And also, we're going to get to the NBA playoffs. All that today on Cliff Notes. First, let's get started with our draft recap. Now, we know that the Tennessee Titans were on the clock first, and they did select Cam Ward out of Miami. That was kind of not really a secret after a while. I know Cam Ward put out on social media after he met with Amy Adams, the Titan ownership, and the coaching staff, and he kind of let the cat out of the bag and said, yes, his favorite wide receiver is Calvin Ridley. And then he went on to say his favorite running back was Tony Pollard. So, okay, folks, so we knew that was going to happen. Moving on to the second pick. The second pick was Travis Hunter. Now, Jacksonville traded up to get Travis Hunter, and I believe they did that for one reason. They want to put what they call butts in seats, and Travis Hunter will attract some season ticket holders. Jacksonville had been sagging a little bit. They are really, really going to, I believe, play well here next season. Tank Bigsby was a surprise for them playing running back. Him and Etienne are a nice 1-2 punch that they have, and I believe that together they can help Trevor Lawrence because Trevor Lawrence has struggled mightily the last 2 years. So we want to make sure that that he definitely gets some help, and maybe they can move to the next level. They're in a tough division. Houston has definitely had improvement. C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud is like the prototypical quarterback. He does well. And now the only other question mark in that in that division with the Titans, we have with Cam Ward, and then the Colts have Anthony Richardson. The jury's still out on him. He stays hurt a lot, so we'll see how that shakes out. Also in the draft, Abdul Carter went to the New York Giants. Interesting story. As we talk about Abdul Carter, I mentioned Cam Ward went to the Titans, and Warren Moon wears number one. He wore number one, and that number was retired by the Titans/Oilers. He reached out to Warren Moon and said, hey, I would really like to wear number one. And Warren Moon said, you know what, young fella, I'm with you. You're going to be a great Titan. So here, let me do a press conference with you. And they did the press conference, and Warren Moon gave him the number one. So I thought that was awesome. And they did that. So Abdul Carter said, you know what? I think I'll do the same thing. He said, I think I want to wear number 56 when I go to the NFL. So he reached out to the New York Giants, and he says, hey, Lawrence Taylor, can I wear number 56? And Lawrence says, I
beg your pardon?
Hold up, young fella. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some boom in it. Absolutely not.
Hell no.
So he said, go make your own legacy. And I was like, damn. All right. So it's like that. So Abdul Carter will be wearing a number yet to be determined, but he sure ain't wearing number 56. Other draft notes. We've talked, all of America has talked about Shedeur Sanders. If you look around the web at different podcasts and different people on ESPN, pundits, a lot of people had Shedeur definitely in the first round. And me personally, I watched Shedeur all 4 years of college, from Jackson State all the way to Colorado. I saw constant improvement. Sure, he has faults that most young quarterbacks has, but nothing that can't be fixed. But I will tell you this, for him to slide that far, man, I don't understand what's that about. And then couple that with someone pretending to be Mickey Loomis from the Saints.
This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints. We're going to take you with our next pick right here, man. But you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man. Sorry about
that. Folks, let me tell y'all something. Hold on one sec. This is just to the people that has time to do stuff like that. Come here for a second. Everybody else log off just for a second. Okay, come here for a second.
You got too much free time.
Do something with yourself.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
The NFL said they're going to go out and they're going to investigate, number one, how they got that number, and number two, who was behind that prank calling. But just like idiots do, they videotape themselves for self-gratification, and you're on video, you big dummies.
You big cold-blooded dummy.
So, no real surprises in the draft that I'll say, but I just want to do one quick shout out. Derek Harmon, hey man, our heart is with you, brother. He was drafted and his mom died later, so I'm wishing him nothing but success, but I'm also sending out condolences to him and his family. So, man, that's tough. You know, you realize your dream on one hand, and then on the other hand, your mom goes on to glory, man. That's one hell of a swing. So, brother, you're definitely in our prayers. That's it for the draft wrap up. Hey, now it's time. You know, the draft is over. It's time to do what they call put up or shut up. And we can't wait to see who's going to be doing things, big things in the NFL, because before we know it, mini camps will be open and we'll be rocking and rolling. And hey, man, it's August and we'll be in training camp. Now, I wonder one thing before I leave the draft. Hard Knocks. I wonder what team is going to be hosting Hard Knocks this year. Maybe Cleveland? Put in your comments. What do you think? Like and subscribe, folks. Let's talk baseball. Baseball right now, we are moving along close to the first month already being in the books. And let's talk about the AL East. The AL East, the Yankees are leading right now with those torpedo bats at 15-11. Detroit also is leading the Central, which is a surprise to me. They're 15-10, and Texas is a solid ball club. Good pitching. The bullpen has been solid for them. They're 15-11 right now. They're doing very, very good, and they're kind of where I figured the Texas Rangers would be. Over in the NL, man, now this is where I've got all kinds of questions. So the NL East, we know the Mets got Juan Soto. So they are 18-8 right now, and they've got solid pitching. The Mets are going to be there in the postseason. I honestly believe that. But for some reason, the Atlanta Braves forgot how to play baseball. I don't know whether it's because of Ronald Acuna being hurt, but I was watching the game last night with the Braves, and they gave up 4 home runs to one person, and they had to win it in extra innings. Come on, Braves. 12-14 right now. I did not see that. The Braves got too much talent over there. They've got to right in that ship. The Chicago Cubs, they are 17-10. They're playing some solid baseball. Their bullpen has been just outstanding. I'll tell you what, the Cubs are going to be one to reckon with in October. I honestly believe that. And then out west, I know many of you would say, hey, Cliff Notes, you had the Dodgers winning very handily. They've hit such a small little dry spot. So right now the Dodgers are a game back from the Padres. Padres right now leading out west at 17-9. I think that once the Dodgers get going, get that pitching staff, get everybody healthy, I think they're going to right the ship, and they will definitely move into first place. Padre fans, I'm sorry. And also, I'm hearing a lot in the comments about, hey, don't forget San Francisco. Okay, the Giants are playing decent baseball, but John out in, I'm going to respond to him live online. John out in San Francisco, please calm down. I don't need you losing your breakfast. Sin. All right, so we responded to John out in San Francisco. John, relax. I think San Francisco is playing good baseball, but I don't think that they're going to beat the Dodgers. That's my baseball wrap up for the week. Let's move now to basketball. Yes, indeed. The playoffs are right now coming down the stretch, and I will say down the stretch. What do you mean down the stretch? Some people have 1, 2, 3 Cancun, starting with none other than the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant went down. Ja Morant, I love Ja Morant, but in your comments, just address this. Can Ja Morant hold up for a 10, 15-year career as high as he jumped? It just seems to me sometimes he jumps so high, the guy has to come back down to earth, man, and he hurts himself all the time. He got hurt in game 3, did not play in game 4, and very promptly, OKC, SGA and the crew, Chet Holmgren, man, he looked so good against them. Looked like every other big guy was standing in solid paint, and they couldn't move. Chet Holmgren was just doing anything he wanted. He was going to the left, going to the right. Chet Holmgren just having an outstanding series, and they put those guys to sleep. So rest up, Memphis Grizzlies. You'll have a long off season to find your coach and determine who's going to be on your team. One bright spot, though, I will say this: Scottie Pippen Jr., man, that guy is balling right now. He had 30 points. He fouled out toward the end of the game, man. But Scottie Pippen Jr. really shocked me. Let's talk about Nuggets and Clippers. Did you see that shot yesterday to win the game? Did you see that shot? Man, oh man, Aaron Gordon, where did you come from? I looked at this 2 or 3 times. You tell me in the comments, was that a good shot or not? Did that shot count? I thought his right hand was still on the ball going through the net, and I don't think it should count it. But hey, the referees reviewed it, and they had the replay center look at it. They counted it. But man, oh man, every time I see it, sometimes it look like it count, sometimes it look like it doesn't. Man, but I'm going to tell you, that series between the Clippers and the Nuggets is going 7. The following series are going 7. And I'm going to call them out right now. The Lakers and Minnesota Timberwolves, 7-game series. The Nuggets and Clippers, I'm writing it down 7. And the Rockets and Warriors, I'm writing that down 7. Now, I told you earlier, I felt like the Warriors were going to beat the Rockets. But man, Jimmy Butler went down. I don't know how long he's going to be out. I'm hoping he comes back. If he comes back, as a great Shannon Sharp would say, Warriors in 6. So we'll see how that comes out. Warriors in 6. If Jimmy Butler comes back, if Jimmy Butler does not come back by the next game and he misses another game, I think the Rockets will win 1, maybe 2 more, and now all of a sudden it's game 7. But I still got Warriors in 7. I got Warriors in 7. Over in the Eastern Conference, it's only a matter of time now before Cleveland put the Miami Heat to sleep. Bam Adebayo, hey man, you guys played well. You and Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero has really been balling out, but I don't think they have enough for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Evan Mobley has been rocking and rolling, and of course Donovan Mitchell. He's been showing them how to win, and he has done that. And they're up 3-0. I think it's only a matter of time before that series is over. And the Pistons versus the Knickerbockers. The Knickerbockers, folks, I'm going to tell you something. They are kind of showing those young Pistons how to win. A lot of people I was reading around said that they had Detroit winning. I didn't quite agree. I like the Knickerbockers because I think the Knicks have a little bit more, well, I don't want to say talent. I think they got a little bit more older guys, the more veteran presence. Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns are doing what they need to do to actually win. And Kay Cunningham is out there, but he's kind of by himself. But I know the rest of those guys supporting cast have been decent for the Pistons. I just don't think that they've got enough right now to play with the Knicks. I got the Knicks moving on out of that series. And what a shock to me, and the last one I'll cover is the Boston and Orlando Magic series. Right now, Boston leads 2-1. and Boston was upset on how the game was officiated. They felt like those guys at the Magic got a chance to be a little bit too physical with the Celtics. And, Porzingis is not that big of a guy. They was kind of pushing him around a bit. And so Joe Mazzulla was kind of upset about that. And another injury that I'll go back and say this, Jason Tatum need to get healthy because this round, not so much. I don't think that they're going to be bothered in this round. But as the playoffs continue, they're going to need Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Porzingis, everybody at 100% strength in order to go and try to repeat. And right now, they're only leading 2-1. Man, I tell you, this series could mess around and go 7, and they don't want that. Boston does not want this to be a 7-game series. They want to try to finish this as quick as possible. They want to try to finish no more than 6 games, but if for some reason they can't get Tatum back, we may be looking at a 7-game series. So that's yet to come. All right, so now let's rank, before we go, let's rank my top 5 NBA teams in order as we go right now. Right now, coming in at number 5, I have a team that is really playing some really good basketball, and I believe that they will take care of business eventually, and that is the Cleveland Cavaliers. I got the Cavs coming in at 5. They are playing some pretty good basketball. And I've got coming in at number 4, one team right now. They've changed their starting lineup, so they're coming in a little topsy-turvy, but Dame Dollar came back. But guess what Doc Rivers did? He said, hey, Gary Trent, I want you in my starting lineup. Doc Rivers always holds, I want you in the starting lineup. So Gary Trent come in, and man, he dropped 37 points. So that was a big, big thing for my number 4 team, and that is tied with Boston. That is the Milwaukee Bucks. So Milwaukee and Boston are tied right now for number 4. I think Doc Rivers may have discovered something. He may have discovered something, so he may be definitely on to getting his way through. And that brings me up to number 3. Number 3 is the New York Knicks. New York Knicks are playing quite well, playing some really good basketball. And that brings me to number 2. Number 2, I have the Los Angeles Lakers. They are right now, I know they lost the last game, so now they're down 2-1. Luka was sick. I don't know if Luka's going to be sick at the next game, but I think Luka's going to recover. The Lakers going to be too much to handle, and I believe they will go forth and wreck shop. And they are tied at number 2 with the OKC Thunder. Yes, the Thunder are tied at number 2 with the Lakers. The Thunder is playing well, but I don't think they're quite where they need to be because I've got the number 1 team right now, the Golden State Warriors. I said it, the Golden State Warriors with a healthy Jimmy Butler. They will right now win. I got them favored to win if Jimmy Butler can get back healthy. If not, we'll readjust this list later, but I'm always right. That's what I have right now. So read it and weep, folks. Put in your comments. If you don't like what I got to say, put in your comments. Tell me who your top 5 is. Put it in there. Put it in there. We're getting close down to when the rubber meets the road. And as the great philosophers called the Gap Band said, you about to get some burned rubber on you, baby. That's it for today, folks. Cliff Notes. We've had a great show. Thanks so much for coming out. I really appreciate everybody. Your support. Like and subscribe. Do me a favor. Tell a friend. Tell your mama and them. Holla at your boy. Cliff Notes. See ya. Peace.